Hey, what up, guys? We're back. Welcome to This Is My Moment podcast. I'm your host, Patrick Mitch, and you know who I got riding shoddy.
Yeet, yeet. It's your boy Money Mitch back with another episode. Again, we got these shirts on Etsy. This is my moment tees, man. Pick your color, pick your vibe. We got you. Also, like, subscribe, man. Comment, let us know what we could do better, how we can reach you, and all that good information, man. We want you to stay up with TIMM, and we gonna stay up with you. Appreciate y'all.
Let's go to work.
There ain't no stopping it, this is my moment. Join the movement, we bringing people together, bringing positivity, making changes for the better.
Today, you know how I love it, man. I love the moments with Mitch. I just enjoy chopping it up with somebody that I've been knowing, man, for their whole life, essentially. And just getting the whole different aspect of life, you know what I'm saying? KT, what's on the books for today, bro?
Man, this is going to be another one of them perspective talks, man, because life is about perspective, bro. So we going to get into a little bit of, I guess you could say spend money to make money, but more of investments. My feeling on investments is a little bit different than yours, because we talk about investing all the time, and I'm always reluctant. Like, I'm always that guy who's just like, man, that sound good, but what if that company ain't a company in 2 years?
Yeah.
So, for me, I don't invest as much as I would like because my perspective is that investing is essentially gambling. I mean, what's the difference between me investing in this company that I had no part in starting?
Yeah.
I don't really know how they intend to grow. I don't have any information on how this company intends to be successful or intends to give me a return on my investment.
Yeah.
It's just all I know is this company's a company and this is what they do, and then I'm just trying to make an educated guess on if this is going to be successful in the next 5-10 years.
Yeah.
And I'm putting my money there. So for me, it feels like the Kashada. So,
you know, I'm the exact opposite. I'm gonna tell you how opposite I am. Remember, we did the show in Hawaii. Y'all remember that, right?
Yeah.
Hey, what you doing?
Yeah.
Give away money, right? We was in Hawaii, and once we got back from vacation, I invested about $1,500 into one of the liquor companies that we was drinking. I'm not even lying, man. I think the brand is called Owala, OLAHA.
Yeah.
I sure did.
Yeah.
When we got back.
Hey, man, they got good product too. We drank a lot of it out there.
Yeah, we did. We had a good time with it. But I sure did, man. When I got back, I invested. I looked them up, man. I did my research on them, man, and I put my money on it. And I'm a firm believer, man, and I'll shoot my shot, bro. Like, I don't tell myself no. You know what I mean? Like, if I got the money, and I was like, you know what? If I don't put it on this,
you're going to do something
I'm going to do something else with it, so I might as well shoot my shot.
Yeah, but you don't like to just see it?
See what?
The money.
I do see it. I see me giving it to him.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. That's a deduction. I feel like that's my biggest part.
Yeah.
Is that I'll open up my account and I'm like, all right, I'm about to do this. And then I'm just like, man, it just looks so much better in my possession
than in somebody else's pocket.
Because I just feel like, man, I'm about to give it away and who knows if I'm ever going to see it again.
But let me ask you this, though. What if you do see it again? Like just say, for example, if you invest $5,000, we'll just use $5,000 for easy math. $5,000, $5 a share, or 1,000 shares.
1,000 shares.
You get 1,000 shares. That $5 go up to $10. Your 1,000 shares now worth $10 each instead of $5. You know what I'm saying? But now that's the risk you take, man. Like we talked about a little bit. It's just like gambling. You know
it's too much like gambling.
And I love it, G.
The house is always going to win, or else there wouldn't be gambling.
And I understand that. Then they may win. But they may not win today. Like, it might be my moment. You know what I mean? Bro, like, I look at
Pun intended.
And I sit there, man, and that's how I look at investing. Even the term that you use when we first started, spend money to make money. I am a firm believer, and I hate spend money to make money because I don't spend money to make money. I spend money to have fun. I invest money to make money.
Yeah.
So for me, I never use the phrase spend money to make money. I invest money to make money. But going outside to my car is a gamble.
No, sir.
How?
That's a certainty. That's not a gamble. If you get in your car, you guaranteed to spend money. That's not a gamble.
But this is what I'm saying though. if okay. Have you ever bought something frivolously?
And had buyer's remorse?
But to a certain point to where it was over. I hate to even put you out there like this. $8,000. Have you ever bought anything? I'm putting him on blast. I ain't gonna tell you what he bought because I know the answer. So I know what he's finna say. Have you ever bought anything for more than $8,000? One thing.
Yes.
Okay. So instead of you buying that, what if you would have bought $8,000 worth of shares to where
of NVIDIA? Then I would be rich.
That's what I'm saying. So now you can look at that, and now they got things, man, to where when you looking at the Google, right? So you're not just spending the money. They got monthly dividends where they cut you a check on your shares every month. They got quarterly, annually. They got all these different things to where now your money is making you money on a thing.
I know,
but
my problem. I understand this is an individual struggle that I have. But my problem is that if I give you $10,000 today, and you tell me you're gonna give me $150 a month for the next 20 years, I know in my head, I went to college. I got a degree. I know that makes sense. But for me to give you $10,000 for you to in turn give me $150 next month and every month thereafter for umpteen years, I just feel like a large sum of money is gone for me to get the slow trickle back in.
Yeah.
And maybe this is just me being morbid and just but what if I ain't even alive in 8 years? And I done gave you $10,000 of my hard-earned money that you gonna give me back $12,000 over these tiny increments.
Yeah.
But what if I don't outlive our agreement? You feel me?
I do.
I look at everything like, what if God say it ain't in my will to make it to the end of this contractual agreement?
Yeah. You in the bind.
And that's how I look at investing. Because I look at it like gambling. Like an investment where I could give you $10K today and get $12K next month.
You in.
That sound good to me.
Yeah.
But I understand the way that it work is for you to give me a large sum today and I give you a incremental balance of that large sum over a longer period of time.
Okay.
I get that. But the math breaks down when time isn't absolute.
Okay. Yeah.
So for me, I personally would love to see my money circulate within my circulation until I'm no longer in use of my money. When I don't need it, I really don't care where it go. But while I need it, I'm down for it to stick real close to me.
Yeah. You want to? I get.
Bruh,
that.
I got a funny story about that. So you've been on me you've been on my whole life. In 2014, I was doing some gray area stuff. We ain't gonna get into it. But in 2014, I had a friend of mine say, hey, if you're looking to hide this money, you should put it in Bitcoin. And I'm the type of person to where you hear me say this all the time. That didn't happen in my world.
Yeah.
If I don't know about it, it's not real.
Yeah.
And this is probably my most regrettable moment in my life. In 2015, I had about $15,000 I was trying to hide. And
hang on. KT.
Well, I ain't gonna say hide. Hide ain't the right word. Hide ain't the right word. I was just trying to make sure that certain people couldn't see how much or where it was.
You was moving it around.
That's
compartmentalizing.
My mama taught me the best. My mama taught me the
Horrible.
best. My mama taught me how to compartmentalize money for sure.
Love you.
She does it for big companies, so I got the scoop. But I was trying to.
You know, this is a resiliency show.
Oh, I was very resilient. I was super resilient because I did not stop until the money was very, very invisible. But going through that, I was like, dang. He was like, bro, because I was really asking around, like, man, what can I do?
Yeah.
And he was like, man, I don't really know how much you know about this, but I would put it in Bitcoin.
Yeah.
He explained the blockchain to me and all of that. And the first thing my mind went to was, he's telling me to put this money somewhere I can't get it, but he can.
Yeah.
And boy, I'm talking about, that's the one time I wish I'd have did my due diligence. Cause boy, I'm telling you, that was when Bitcoin was like $900 for one Bitcoin.
Yeah.
And I had 15 grand I was trying to like move around. But goes back to like me.
Yeah.
If I don't understand it, if I don't believe it, it's hard for me to subscribe to it.
Yeah.
Even though it made so much sense. And what he was saying was perfect for what I was trying to do at the time.
You just wasn't with it.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
It's like information is key, and it goes back to like, what you know is only what you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it like, cause shoot, my parents have made they've gotten 6-figure checks.
Yeah.
Multiple times.
Yeah.
Couldn't tell you what not $1 of that money is right now. But it's like the information that you have is all the information that you have.
Yeah. Let me ask you this, since we're on this topic of money. I be on social media, you know what I'm saying? A lot of times I just look at it and see how we can move inside of this in my moment. And I was looking at this thing, man, and when it came down to money, people said that you can't afford something if you can't buy it twice with cash. How do you feel about being able to spend your money on the things that you love or the things that you want, the things that you want to give people? Do you buy into the concept that if you can't afford to pay for it cash, you can't afford it?
Half-heartedly. And I say half-heartedly because I do subscribe to I'm the type of person, if you don't got it in cash, you ain't got it. Yeah. Because I do have like I know people that like live off credit.
Yeah.
Like live off credit.
Yeah.
I have a complexity with owing people.
Yeah.
And that come from like growing up, not really having. So you don't ask for things that you're not certain you can return.
Yeah.
So that's been big for me my whole life. Like it's like you don't ask for stuff that you can't return. And so for me, I feel like the concept of not buying something that you cannot buy outright, but buying twice, and I kind of get the concept about that, but going back to shoot, I might not be here next month, bro.
Yeah, right.
We gonna live while we living. We gonna live while we living. So I might not be here next month or in 2 months. So I really don't move like with a bunch of reserve, and that also might be a contributing factor to some of my problems, because I feel like I move like we all might not be here next week.
Tomorrow might be my day.
You feel me?
But for today, keep the party going.
I'm going hard. So yeah, so I don't really move like that. But I understand the concept. Yeah. But I don't say buy it twice. I say if I can't just buy it outright, then I can't buy it. Yeah. I don't live off of credit because it just don't sit right in my spirit that if I buy a pack of gum today for $1, then I owe you $1.50 tomorrow. That just don't sit right in my spirit. Yeah. Because I only spent $1 of your money. Yeah. But you want me to pay you back $1.50 on every dollar I spend. And then that just gets me to thinking, man, I got a couple dollars. Why don't I just loan money to people?
They got businesses like that.
Yeah, a bunch of them.
Payday loans and all that stuff.
And they all thriving and got multiple locations.
Because at the end of the day, people need it.
They need people need the money today that they don't got today, but they can pay you tomorrow.
Yeah.
But my only problem is
the percentage you got to pay back on that thing.
Not even the percentage. My thing is, well, I'm thinking about it from the standpoint of me being the lender.
Yeah.
And then how do you collect on the money for the
collateral? Like people on them things, you got collateral. Like you got to give them something like your car deed, so they'll give you some money on something.
Boy, I thought they was doing. I thought PLS and all them places was off of credit. Like your credit, if you got good credit, then you can get a loan.
No, some of them places, man, you got to give them some. Like you got to sign over.
Business, bro. I could have been doing this.
Yeah.
And then you get all the car deeds, and then you start a Turo business where you rent the cars out.
Now you in shop. But you know what, man? I'm a believer in credit and loans.
I don't.
I know you do, and I know we talked about this, and I'm gonna tell you why I do. If I got good credit, we're gonna start that. My credit ain't bad. I'm all right.
That's probably why I work for you.
Yeah. It ain't bad over here. But the thing is, hey, get your credit up.
And then abuse it.
Then you can make moves.
Get your credit up and then abuse it.
Like you can make moves. Watch this here. So I got a certain amount of money that I bring in, me and Heather, every month. I don't want to touch that. But if I get a loan for $10,000, right? I want to buy something for $10,000, but I don't want to touch my house money. And I know that if I go to my bank and I get a loan for $10,000 at 3%, credit good, 3%, I go buy an asset with that $10,000.
Not no BS though. That's the thing. Buy an asset, something that's gonna make you money.
So this is what I do, and I've done it at least 3 times, at least, and that's why them 9 days I was kind of upset, but I wasn't really upset. You know what I'm saying? I borrowed $10,000. I pay them back $500 incrementally, but the thing that I buy makes me money.
Yeah.
So instead of me giving them $10,000 of house money, I give you $500
of money that I'm making with what I just bought with that $10,000.
Somebody else money, and then pay it off early. You don't got to worry about your APR.
There you go.
And that's how
game.
That's how I look at doing business. And so I'm all for using other people's money to invest in myself, bro. And I feel a certain kind of way about giving my money to somebody.
That'd be the thing for me, bro. That'd be the biggest thing for me.
So my thing is this. If I borrow the money and I can get a lump sum up front without giving that lump sum that's mine in my bank.
You just got to already have the plan.
Yes.
To make the money with the lump sum.
Yes, and that's the kicker.
Yeah, it ain't a PPP loan where you just get the money and then you try to figure out a scam afterward.
No, sir. Everything that we do is calculated because people count on us.
Right.
And when people count on you, you got to be meticulous in your steps. You see what I'm saying? So this is my whole thing.
Ain't no half stepping like they used to say.
It can't be, man. It can't be because at the end of the day, my family don't understand why we can't do certain things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Facts.
So if I get $10,000 of somebody else's money, bank money, and all they asking me is for $500, that's it. I would prefer to give them that $500 instead of incrementally giving $500 to what I'm going to invest in. You see what I'm saying? How long does it take me to get to $10,000 off $500?
Yeah.
So you think about it.
As opposed to getting it all at once.
And then paying
so you can
them
do what
back.
you want to do.
Exactly. But the thing is, too, you got to be understanding of your situation when it comes to money.
And you got to be comfortable putting yourself in that situation where you owing people that money.
And know what you putting your money into, KT. A lot of times I think people get excited when they get a lump sum. You get $10,000, right? And you know that
you know that you're supposed to be putting $10,000 on something, you'll put $5 on it and hold on to $5 so you can do some frivolous stuff.
So now you owe them. You still owe them $500,
and you only really invested $5 of it.
And that's the kicker. And I think that's the whole point with me when we talk about money and investing money and spending money and all these things and putting it up and moving it here, man. I think everything that I do, I think besides the liquor business, that was some unexpected.
Bro, I'm talking about.
Ooh, KT.
Cause we both got into it, eyes wide open.
Man, we
had a bunch of lessons. We ain't gonna call them losses, but boy, we had a bunch of lessons.
I took some losses, bro. So, hey, guys, you guys don't know this. So, I was still in the service. This is about 2015, wasn't it?
Yeah.
2015, we started KMP Distribution.
Yep.
I still got the little branding. I got a branding iron. It's still in the by the fireplace. And we got in there, man. We had this hustle, man. It was a good thing, man. We had people that was fooling with us with some wine. Remember that?
Yeah. Right in Kansas City.
Yeah. Sure was. No, it was in Kansas. It was over there with Brandon. It was in Kansas.
Oh, right. On the Kansas side. On the
Sure
Kansas
was.
side.
Man, so we had this thing, man, and people was fooling with us, man. But the red tape got so overwhelming.
Yeah.
To where you really had to have deep pockets.
Yeah. And we was learning new stuff every day.
Every day.
Everything that we learned cost money.
Everything. And you know what? I wasn't as financially literate as I am now. Because what I would have did, because I had the potential to do it then, was get me $20,000, $30,000, pay them they $600-$700 a month, and then put that into
what
business.
we was doing.
You see what I'm saying? Instead of nickel and dime, it's $700 here, $600 there. Man,
boy, I'm telling you, and that goes back because that was but you had it, we had it, but then you start to tick down quick, and then you start to get to them single digit thousands, and you like, wait a second, bro, we done went from 20 a piece to now we at 8, 9. And then they get to 7, 6. And it ain't, man, we gonna have to.
We still got responsibilities.
That's when that pivot come in. We got to pivot and not drag that pivot foot. We can't get no travel car.
And that's the whole thing about money, man. Knowing where you gonna spend it, knowing potential,
how you gonna get the return,
and understanding what it entails. You know what I'm saying? Like, we thought that money was going to be used, and it didn't take all this red. It was a lot of red tape.
A lot and of
all the
licensing, and we
Everything
thought we was about to just
ball out,
buy a bunch of bottles at this cost and sell them at this cost, and make money.
No, sir. And the idea in itself was good. The concept was good.
It sounded fantastic.
Till them boys started, they had their hands looking like cups. We just putting money in them things, wasn't we? Man. And that's the whole thing, though, about spending money, investing money, you know what I'm saying, and all of that, and understanding just where you at in life. And here's the thing, too, guys. If you don't want to spend, if you don't want to invest, put your money in your savings. Like, don't nobody, it's your money.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, if you want to leave it in your savings account,
leave it in there. Because everybody ain't an entrepreneur, and everybody don't know what to do with their money.
Put your money up.
Sometimes the best thing to do is put it in the IRA or put it somewhere and just let it sit and let it make you money.
If you don't even want to do that, put in your savings account. If you don't have a savings account, put in your checking account, call it good.
Man, I don't know about that.
No, it's your money. If it's somebody's money, and that
you can definitely do whatever you want. You can go bury it in the backyard if you want to. At the end of the day, I would not recommend it.
Not the way it ran down.
Hey, that's all I'm saying. And you seen was it Portugal or I want to say it was Portugal. Like 2 weeks ago, bro, everybody just woke up and their money is not in the bank no more. That they just like, sorry, man, we don't know what's going on.
That's where we got the FDIC, though. We good for $250,000 per account.
Not if you ain't no credit union. Credit union guys, y'all look up them laws, man. Look at that. Look up them statutes and limitations and all that good stuff, man. Because I know credit unions got different they got different rules and stuff. But I always, man, I seen that, and just everything in the financial thing, the value of the dollar, and all, everything kind of I ain't gonna say it's shaky right now, but I mean, it's shaky right now. You know what I mean? So that be my thing. So, man, everybody just be smart with your money. Yeah. And educate yourself. I feel like that's the most important thing. Educate yourself because at the end of the day, information is king.
Hey guys, man, information is king. Ain't nothing out there that you can't look up or research.
Not in this day and age. If you don't know it in 2024, it's because you ain't trying to know it.
Man, and here's the kicker, man. Do what's best for you. Ain't no guru gonna tell you what to do with your money.
And even if they do, you ain't got to listen because it's your money.
At the end of the day. KT, what we gonna do?
Go get it!
Join the movement, we bringing people together, bringing positivity, making changes for the better. Cause it's all about growth, all about success.